Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to the fifth installment of Muskamates, and it's a special podcast. We are interviewing an infamous private server GM and community manager who's been around in the scene for how long? 10, 8 years? Maybe more? 7 years?
Mm, maybe about 10 years. Yeah, 10 years already. It's 10 years
Oh,
since
wow.
I've became a GM for the first time on the originals.
And yeah, and so this man here, as you can see by his Discord tag, that's Radeghost, also known as Sunwell
Dredd.
Dredd from the Sunwell team, Nightbane. The everyone, some people who follow my channel know about a little bit of a drama that happened last when Netherwing launched around that time when I was making videos and stuff about the TVC scene. But that's not why he's here today, anyways. He's here to talk about any like just general allegations people like to make against him, as well as Netherwing, and I guess even we're going to a little
just
bit of
his just his life on the private
yeah.
server scene. He's got a lot to share.
Yeah, yep. And he approached us. He approached me to come on here, and I mean that's fucking content. So welcome on, man.
Thank you. But
Thank you for
first,
coming on the podcast.
I'd rather be associated with Angrathar, not Nightbane, because I spent far more time on Angrathar, and Angrathar is something that I'm actually kind of proud of.
Absolutely, and soon to be Netherwing, right? Because you are now also working on the Netherwing server for the
Atlantis,
Fresh.
Atlantis,
Atlantis.
Atlantis, Atlantis, Atlantis. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly, it's Karazhan. That's the name of the Fresh, and Frozen Throne that is coming soon as Wrath of the Lich King.
So
Absolutely. So you guys at Atlantis have the Netherwing, the new Atlantis TBC Fresh server, which will be called Karazhan, and you also have a Wrath of the Lich King server in the works.
Yes, yes.
and I
Good
just have
stuff.
I just want to ask a little question. Like I'm sure a lot of people are curious. I know I am. This is a personal question. I'm just wondering how the hell did Sunwell Dread how did you guys, or especially you, end up on the Atlantis team after the drama? How did this all start? Who contacted who, and like what's the fucking backstory behind this?
So basically, I wanted to leave the private server scene like forever, but in some time, I was approached by Sitovsky. He was head developer of Sunwell. He asked me if I want to make Wrath of the Lich King server with him. So long story short, I said yes. We wanted to create something real big, and we came with Frozen Throne, and I wanted to clean some air with other private servers. And to, the first guy I approached was MTech. I didn't anything want from him. I wanted to apologize him for all the things I did as Dredd to Netherwing team, to Atlantis team, because uh, as you know, history, I did some negative shilling. I accused Netherwing of doing shit like vote manipulation when indeed it was, Sunwell. I wanted to have my conscience clear, and I wanted to bury the axe because it was. I just didn't like the situation. I didn't like that we are creating a server that we want the server to be perfect in terms of quality, and I didn't want to have any bad blood with other private server owners. And I felt like shit for doing what I did to Netherwing team, because I know that they spent a lot of time, and when I was a Nightbane, I felt like shit that I need to spread some lies about it. So
So
that's basically it. And then we talked and we talked, and I said that we could help Atlantis with, for example, marketing, with Facebook ads, with Instagram ads, with getting YouTube. So he said it would be a nice idea to start with, but after a few days, a few weeks, me and Sitovsky, we joined Atlantis team.
so is he mainly focusing on developing the Wrath core, or is he like just marketing as well, and you all are developing TBC Fresh, and then after TBC Fresh is done, you're all gonna focus on Wrath? How's that working out?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Well, Sitovsky is taking care of Facebook ads, and I don't know if you can see. There's one ad with a nice night elf costume. Yeah, you didn't see it. Trust me, you. Yeah, he's taking care of the marketing of advertising. I'm taking care of more like a project lead. Like we all together came up with Karazhan name. Uh, I've recorded videos for the trailer for the team, and and we are working together. It's actually it's the first time that I'm working with some people, and I feel it's like everything is transparent, everything is clear between. We talk about all the kinds of things.
All right, and one more quick note here. I just wanted to ask. So I know some people wanted me to ask this. Will you have any GM account powers on the Fresh server, and like what kind of powers do you think you're gonna have access to?
I don't think I will. I don't think that's necessary for me. Like, there's nothing in the game that I will be doing anyway. We've recruited some GMs recently. And those GMs are being taught how to GM, how to answer the tickets right now. They're being trained, and there's going to be a head GM that will take care of things like reading the GM logs. Of course, we will have access to GM logs to see if nothing is happening, nothing suspicious is happening. But no, if you ask me if I am going to answer people's tickets or something like this, then no. I will have access to the website ticket system.
All right, and so are you gonna have
All right.
any access to as admin for the Atlantis database at all? Like are you gonna have any database access or no?
No, I don't have it, and I don't need one. If I
Okay.
need anything like run a query to see if somebody's gold selling or exploding, then I just ask Wolfenstein about.
All right.
And what type of power do you have on the Discord? Like, can you ban users? Can you
Yeah,
can
I
you do
have
all that?
all the powers on Discord. All the admins do.
All right. That I guess that clears up some questions. Like I just know some people somehow they knew that you were coming on. I don't know how the fuck they knew, but 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 they asked me if I could ask you those questions just to clear the air, and I forgot. But I just yeah. So I brought it in now, brought it up, and yeah. So thanks for answering those and continuing on.
And and will you be with the Netherwing team for the next couple of years, or is this just a temporary thing?
It's not temporary. Like
So you'll be
I
there a
am
long time.
like I am here for good, and so is it.
All right. So you are truly a member of the Netherwing team now. Like
Yes, yes,
this is
yes,
it. Yeah.
completely.
Awesome. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I know Netherwing like needed uh big time needed members on their team because their team was just shrinking and shrinking. So and that
Well,
needed
it's
help with
not.
marketing a lot as well.
Yeah, it's not about the team shrinking. It's about Wolfenstein and MTech. They were decisive persons. But they did everything. They were developers. They coded the website. They had to take care of all the organization, and it's too much for only two people. And from what I see even now, Wolfenstein is trying to take care of everything. And I'm talking to him like, man, just focus on scripting. You don't have to do this anymore. Like, like organizing some recruitment. I did all of it. And even MTech said one day that life is beautiful. He just woke up. He doesn't need to care about any drama surfacing or anything because I'm here. So I think it's good for all of us.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say I noticed with Wolf. He seems like that type of leader that he just keeps taking on way too much and he just it's almost like he doesn't trust everyone to do their job. So he's just that type of leader personality that has to always take on more responsibility and then overwhelm himself when he needs someone to just like fucking make him take a step back, you know? That's kind of that's the impression I get. I've seen that quite a
Just have him focusing on
yeah,
coding and that's it.
I've
Yes,
seen that
yes.
a few times like with different people. So
Yes, so did I, and I just think I just think about it as a developer personality because on the original Sunwell, uh, two admins were actual developers, and it was very it was looking nearly the same. They did all the things, and they eventually closed the server because of the amount of stress.
Speaking of Sunwell, you basically gained your reputation from one of their probably, unfortunately, most famous server, but not their best server, and that was Nightbane. Correct? That's where you basically became known in the private server community, truly known because of.
Nope,
No, you wouldn't say
nope,
so.
nope. It was Angrafa. I was Dredd on Angrafa, and I was during Angrafa launch, so there was like I don't know how many 5K people, 8K people on Discord, and I was posting lots of announcement, like an announcement every 30 seconds because the server was crashing so much on Angrafa. And Angrafa was the server people knew me as Dredd, the main server. But on Nightbane launch, during Nightbane launch, there were so many memes about me, about the whole server. Well, I think only positive memes because it was the launch. People didn't know yet what are they going to see on the server.
I think
So
I
The
that's why I
nightmare
didn't.
that was coming.
I think I even made a meme video. Uh, it was like the Lord of the Rings Battle for Helm's Deep with
I saw it.
the Netherwing team, and then fucking Dredd and his army. Some shills come in, and
So so when on Nightbane, which basically has gone down as one of the worst TBC server launches in history.
Not
Can you clear the air? I'd say it's one of the worst in
play
modern
TBC.
knowledge.
Yeah.
But well, that's pretty bad as well. But can you confirm, was Nightbane, that was a cash grab server, wasn't it, from the get go?
First and foremost, everything I am saying here is my own opinion. It shouldn't
Yep.
be. It's not official state of. So when I was on the team, on the Sunwell team, it was strange that we are launching TBC so quick. So we were given a deadline of a few months, and sometime after Sitowski left, I don't know why did he leave. Only recently he told me because he knew what was coming. He knew that was a quick cash grab. And I suspected that something is not quite right. I honestly didn't believe that the developers can do so much work in such short. But I didn't even pay so much attention to the public test realm. But when the server launched, when I saw the Reddit videos, when I saw like flying mobs with, then I knew that holy shit.
What have I got myself into?
If that's not a cash grab, then what is a cash grab? What is the definition of cash grab if Nightbane isn't one?
That's true.
So
So
yeah.
you went in. So you went into the pro the server like thinking this was going to be, just another fresh server. It's going to be solid. But slowly, as this thing started coming along and those videos released, you started getting very, very worried about what was about to come out.
Yes, and I was the about the players. I was worried about Samuel's reputation, and I didn't even care about my reputation back then. I cared about Samuel's reputation because Angrafa had a real solid reputation. I think it was the best private server for Wrath of the Lich King in terms of quality. So then Nightbane came. So Samuel's reputation got tarnished. And
So how much damage did Sunwell take from the server? Was it quite immense?
well, Mr. Q left the team, and basically he was the only person that actually held everything together. Back on like 2016, when the new Sunwell was launched with new that shouldn't be even associated to the original Sunwell with Xenep and Pussy Wizard, the original owners. The server was, dying, and Raphael just got Mr. Kuhl. Mr. Kuhl got here and basically helped to gather people, gather the community. He marketed the server. he did many good things. So everything, the fact Samuel is still alive is thanks to him. But he then decided to rush TBC
And
because Mhm.
what were the effects of the server on you? Like, what effects did that server have on you?
Well, I knew that my future is my past is kind of fucked up because of play TBC, and now there is another TBC realm that turned out to be a bullshit. But at least Nightwing launched. That was the only good thing.
That's true. I do believe that I started seeing the accusations that you started selling gold around the time of Nightbane. So I believe those two are connected, aren't they? Like, people were upset at you and they started posting this sort of stuff. From what I've seen, there's no actual evidence that you were a gold seller on any previous server, but but people still believe to this day that you were a gold seller. They will say that if your name is brought up, they will say he's a gold seller, he's an account seller, he's totally corrupt. And I really do
Mm-hmm.
believe that that's because of Nightbane. That people would go, well, Nightbane plus him equals
And
corrupt.
not really. It surfaced during, I don't know, during the Elysium drama. Man. People were saying that I am a gold seller, and I didn't even know where this coming from. But then people were linking some screenshots about me selling gold, but me selling gold was in fact me selling power leveling on the retail World of Warcraft, and I was like, shit. So this is your evidence of me selling gold?
So somehow it went from you selling power leveling on retail WoW, and that somehow turned into this guy sells shit tons of gold.
It was also
Yes,
power leveling on Elysium PvP is where the main thing, but there's no link here of gold selling. It just says Elysium PvP leveling, power leveling,
yes, and this.
and then retail
Mhm.
power leveling as well, and that's all it is.
Well, to be honest, I don't remember creating that thread, but I did it. It is my account, but as you can see, there's like zero replies here, and there's also zero replies to the power leveling thread. You can even find it today, I think. But people also forgot that this is not the only power leveling thread I had on retail. There was another one, but it was during Mists of Pandaria times, I believe. And I actually had 2 positive comments on that. So it's not like I didn't sell anything that because looking at the screenshots, looking at the recent forum thread, well, not recent, it's years old. There's no comments, but well, I did sell uh, I leveled 2 people when I was in high school. I got like, I don't know, 40 euro, something like this. I bought some beer for that.
So you will categorically deny right now that you never ever sold gold on any private server.
I didn't even have access to the database or the commands, so it would be even impossible.
Right. So well, we got it here. We got it here on Musk and Mates first. No, never sold gold. He is saying that. If you have any evidence that he did, then post it up and we'll take a look at it. But until then, I have no evidence that he ever sold gold. People keep telling me he sold gold. They never provide any true evidence. He is here right now claiming he never ever sold gold on video. So right now the ball is in your court. If you have evidence that he sold gold, then post it up. But if you don't, then I'm just not going to listen to you anymore. You know what I mean? Like there's no point.
Yeah, but there's another thing. Uh, I've been told about something about me selling some database. Now, the thing is, I know that some people are maybe making some fake accusation about me, but it's rather secret for now. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for a better occasion to bring this up.
Netherwing launch.
But yes, I was told that some people are spreading fake news that I was selling database, and I need to talk about it
Go ahead.
because I have never had access to any database. But some like few years ago, I was seeing some bullshit comment that I sold people's emails from PlayTBC, but like it is the same thing. I was a GM. If you followed my stream, PlayTBC launch, you'd also know that I was only a GM. And in what server a GM has access to player database?
Yeah,
It's
none, pretty much.
yeah, it's bullshit. But some people believe it, not because they are retarded. They believe it because many people talk about it, and many people accuse me of things. And some people are lazy. They don't even bother checking. Nobody even asked me if I sold gold. You are the first. You're first people that actually ask me right straight up. Radeghost, did you sell
Yeah.
gold?
It's important to ask, It's we got to ask this. If people keep saying it, then if people keep saying it, it becomes true, doesn't it? That's why it's
Yes.
important to. But
And
so you say it. Well, go ahead, Musk. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say it's related to the same thread. There's one more piece of like so-called gold selling evidence that people like to use to like prove that Raid Ghost or Dredd sold gold. So this thread here says play TBC GM. Raid Ghost used to be a gold seller and account a booster. And like here I'm reading your comments here from this is from 4 years ago. 3 years ago, so 3 years ago, 4 years ago would have been 7 years ago, which is 2013. So I'm not doing this kind of thing for a long time. I don't get why people dig this things up like this. I also did never sell gold, so why you lie? Because we saw that your threads always just said power leveling and not gold selling,
Yes,
and you
and this
posted
was all
this.
the evidence.
Yeah, and so you posted this link, yes, because suddenly Skype me, and so I had to edit it. So someone says hi, what services? I saw you were boosting characters for certain fee. Is this possible? Owned core? Yeah, and then you say not anymore. So you're basically claiming that you
Wait,
just
wait, 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 wait. You skipped out a very important thing. Your prices were nice. And indeed, they were. They were the lowest power leveling prices on retail because all the big all the big people were they had like 100 pages, and I wanted to sell some leveling to buy beer or some shit. I was in high school, but it was only two people I remember.
Tell us about this. Did you bought these accounts, or did you actually personally
Yeah.
level?
Well, I didn't have time. Like in a school. It was like
So they were botted, yeah.
I I logged I logged in a bot. I set up like one account. I clicked run, and then I went to school. I returned. The character was like 5 levels higher, and I was like, yeah, nice.
This is and how long ago was this? Like 2012?
No, it
7 years
was
ago it says. So about
yeah,
2014.
something like this.
Right. Okay. So just to go back a little bit, you talked about you mentioned Elysium quickly there. You
Hmm.
said this is where the accusations sort of started was with Elysium drama, where the server was basically found out to be totally corrupt. The server owners were Krog and Shenna. Tell me about your relationship with Krog and Shenna. Like, what's that? Like, do you guys have any? Do you guys have a relationship or?
Yes, yes. Me and Kroggy often talk. Uh, and this one very very funny thing. People think about Kroggy and Shenna as the devils, and in the
Right here,
meantime,
me.
yeah, I understand it because they did some really bad shit. But in the meantime, they treat White Kidney as like private server Jesus, and that's something that I'm not totally okay with. Um, all the parts were equally to blame, but I I think the past is the past. Now I'm looking forward. I'm looking
Hold on a
forward
second.
to.
That's an interesting comment right there. You're saying like basically the what happened on Elysium, by the way, quickly just to say is
Mhm.
there was massive gold selling, rank 14 spawning, character selling. Basically, I believe they were also in cahoots with Chinese gold sellers as well, if I'm not correct. I remember hearing that. Are you saying that because that was proven as a fact? They admitted that and they said they don't care. Are you saying that it wasn't just them, but White Kidney was also in on it?
Well, of course, obviously.
Wow. Okay, okay. That is fascinating. So
I don't know if it's fascinating, but it was proven a fact, even in the screenshot. But people, but you know what White Kidney did? He told people that shady shit is happening. I mean, he actually stole the database. He removed all Elysium backups, um, and he created a new server that was supposedly clean of real money trading. Then it also turned out to be bullshit. So that's the thing. That's the thing that White Kidney did that made him look good. It looked like he discovered that Elysium is corrupt. Then he went in all in white, just like Jesus, to save all the people. While in
and did
fact,
you
he
do you
all
have
he did. Mhm.
do you know why he did this? Like, was this just a power play? Was this him trying to get a bigger slice of the pie?
Mm, I think so. I mean, I don't have any evidence to back up my claims now. So what I'm saying is
Right. This is all
only what I believe in. I believe he wanted some power, and that's it.
and just no evidence. But do you personally believe that he continued selling gold on Light's Hope?
I have no idea, but there's a recent Stay Safe TV video that's
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting, isn't it?
on top of WoW servers, and it's definitely interesting.
Should we
And
pull that up then and watch it?
Go ahead.
yeah,
I'll
but
pull that up
as I
here.
said, but I don't know whether any of this is true.
To
we're
me,
double
the
dipping.
tides are turning on White Kidney.
Yeah, I think people
I'm noticing more and more people starting to say he's a gold seller.
although I don't see him making 2 million off the fucking project. That's kind of
I don't know. That sounds crazy,
that
but
sounds
I don't
kind of
know.
out to lunch. But here, I'm just gonna turn the volume up and listen to it here. It's
And
so
that's how they made all their money. I think it was White Kidney. I think it was White Kidney. He said, yeah, it was definitely him. He said in the 1 year that he hosted Lights Hope, he made $2 million. I remember him telling me that in a conversation. $2 million in 1 year of hosting Lights Hope.
$2 million in
Doing shit
1
like that.
year. I don't.
I don't know if I believe that.
Hey,
But then again,
that's a lot of money, dude.
Stay Safe does have probably pretty good
a lot of
sources,
money.
right?
He said White Kidney told him in a conversation, and
Okay.
that's pretty much his only evidence. I would like to see if this was a text conversation. And
Well, I suggest you not to, because there were many conversations with White Kidney that turned out to be fake. Discord conversation can be easily faked, so we may never know what happened for sure.
I'll
That's
just
the
say personally, as someone, I guess you could say like a public figure on a podcast, I'll personally say that I do believe that White Kidney is a gold seller on Lights Hope. I believe that he was a gold seller on Elysium. I believe that he was also an account seller on Elysium. This is just something I personally believe. I don't have any absolute evidence for the fact that he was a gold seller on Lights Hope. I don't. I just personally believe from what I have gathered from people and just that general vibe that he was a gold seller.
Yeah,
Now,
but there's one more thing that people need to think about. If you are a gold seller, if you're earning like 2 million a year, why would you close the server if it's true?
yeah,
There's
that
one
doesn't
thing
make
to
I
sense
think
don't know.
to me.
That's
about.
a good point. Maybe he just made a lot of money and just cashed out. Like he said, you know what? I
Uh,
don't want to be a part of this anymore.
I don't know. That seems kind of ridiculous when you're making 2 million a year. I mean, maybe he didn't think maybe he thought the money was up. I don't know. Like, I think it's possible that he sold gold. I don't really think I'm kind of 50-50. Like, I think it's very likely that he sold gold, but I definitely don't think he made 2 million in 1 year. I think that's like
Yeah, I was thinking more like
White Kidney was
100K, but
fucking trolling. If there's no way, I don't believe that at all. Like maybe he sold stuff here and there for cash when he was like he wanted to buy something that, and he's like, oh, I want to buy this. I may as well just generate up a character and fucking sell it to some Chinaman. Like I could see that happening. Honestly, there's no proof, but it's like I think it's yeah, I give it. I'm kind of 50-50 on it, honestly.
Well, so to get back to Elysium, Krog and Shenna, there's been
Mhm.
rumors going around, Dredd, that Krog and Shenna are now going to be joining the Netherwing team. Can you confirm or deny? I kid you not, this is an actual rumor. This is a real rumor.
Yes, I know, I know. Actually, a few days ago, Krogi messaged me that he wakes up and he gets 20 messages on Discord when his cars are launching, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
Why do people? I swear, dude, the
I
fucking
don't know. You know what? I don't think these are even rumors. I think it's just people trolling,
yeah.
because
I swear, dude. Someone makes a
nobody in
joke.
his right
Yeah.
yes, because nobody in his right mind wouldn't believe that Krogi or Shenna are joining Atlantis team, especially in the time when we are focused on public relations, on marketing, on advertising.
Yeah, no kidding,
It
right?
would
I
be
just
like,
think
yeah, it would be like suicide, you know.
yeah, I think like someone fucking made a joke here or there. Like a couple people made some jokes and trolls, and then a couple like knowing the fucking WoW servers community or the private server scene, they just went full schizo time and just skitsed out on fucking conspiracies. But they just fucking generated all these possibilities in their fucking schizo mind, just having a fucking mental freak out over it.
Can you
Like,
can you tell us, Dredd? Can you tell us, Dredd, because you are friends with Krog and Shenna, and you talk to
Hmm.
Krog a lot. Is he involved with any private servers right now?
I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't even ask him because what I'm talking with Krogi more about real life stuff, like
Right.
above private servers.
I heard he
So
was
you're
involved
not
with
really
Turtle
sure.
WoW though. I thought that was I thought him and Shenna were involved with Turtle WoW, and I thought that was confirmed. Although I don't know
I
if
don't
that's
know.
confirmed or
I don't.
not.
Well,
But
if they do, then they are not bad guys after all. Anyway, Turtle WoW seems
It did
like
turn
a
out to be not
really
too
nice
bad, did it?
server. Well, actually, I think Turtle WoW is one of the best private servers out there. They have like 50 population or something, but all the things that the staff is doing, like all the mounts, all the things they pulled from the game, it looks really solid. And
Yeah,
like
I've heard some
adding
good stuff
blood
coming from
elves,
Turtle WoW.
yeah.
and
So I think it would be Krogi and Shenna. I believe you know, they would reveal themselves and say, "So what? Are we those bad guys after all?" I think that would happen.
Maybe what do you actually think about what Krog and Shenna did on Elysium? What are your opinions on that? Do you think that was wrong or
Yeah, I totally think that is wrong because when you are running a server, you are telling people that it's a totally non-profit. But for me, it's a big red flag.
yeah? I
Uh,
remember I remember at the time they were saying like I remember because I remember playing on that server towards the end of its life before it got stolen by White Kidney, and I remember they were constantly like in the Discord begging for donations and stuff. Like we haven't got any money, like when the servers are going down,
yes,
and
yes,
meanwhile
yes,
they're
yes,
making
yes.
shit tons of money.
No, I will tell one thing that I actually written many times on WoW servers. There are two type of servers: servers that have a donation shop and servers that sell golden characters. Because
Sure.
there's no in between. Like nobody in their right mind should believe that there's a developer scripting the server and he's sitting like 16 hours a day and he, he gets nothing out of that. And after 16 hours of coding and dealing with some brain dead people on Discord and Reddit, he packs up and he goes to work.
Yeah,
That
these
is
people these people need to be paid. They need to be paid. That's Warmane sort of just like bit the bullet and just made a massive cash shop. So that's how they pay their devs. I guess that's how they excuse corruption. Um,
I don't think
I
Warmane
don't
is
want to.
corrupted. I
I don't
would
think they
never
are.
say I would never say that Warmane is corrupted.
I
Warmane
don't. I
acts
don't
like a
think.
business.
I don't think Warmane has any reason to be corrupt. I mean, they make millions a year
They're pretty
of selling.
I mean, it's not corrupt because they're literally open and transparent about their fucking business
Yes.
practice.
Exactly.
Like, it's just if you like the cash shop, you play war. You don't mind the cash shop, you play Warmane, I guess. But if you hate it, you don't. But it's not like they're hiding anything.
No, I don't think
Yes,
they're
and,
hiding
and
anything.
even yes, and even on the forums, I remember a thread that Warmane is hiring game masters. It's not like it's recruiting volunteers 16 years old to complete 2 tickets a day. Warmane is hiring.
Yeah.
It gives a good
Paid staff.
impression. It gives a good impression, and when you have cash shops like them, there's simply no reason to be corrupted because you risk with everything just to earn some additional $2,000 a month.
Well, Dredd, you've been through quite a bit in the private server scene. You've been there for some highs and you've been there for some pretty low lows with Play TBC and Nightbane. Those were some pretty bad servers.
Yeah,
But obviously you're getting a fresh start on Netherwing, Atlantis. How do you think
Atlantis,
it's going to
yes,
go?
yes.
How do you think it's going to go?
It's going to be huge. Well, TBC is going to be, well, maybe not that huge. Wolfenstein is working on stability with 8K people online simultaneously. But we are aiming at maintaining like 5 to 6K people online at all the time.
Are
And
you aiming? Are you aiming to take out Endless?
well, I think that if people will see quality, if people will see the population, if people will see, answer that for yourself.
So you believe that if everything goes to plan, Endless will be dead once
I don't know.
Netherwing comes.
I believe that people, after all these years, after all these dramas, after all this bullshit, uh, and all the hate and retardness in some parts of private server community, people deserve a really solid, good server, and this is what Atlantis is providing with current. It's going to be a very solid, well, from what most of people say, the best scripted TBC server out there.
I
So
mean,
this is what we are providing to people.
yeah, I thought Netherwing won. It had a rocky launch, and yes, there was some issues with.
The scripting was the best,
Well, there was a
100%.
lot of issues with like I know what's his face, fucking. I think that it's the Dragon's Nightbane. It just sounds weird to say 'cause we're talking about Nightbane, but the Dragon Nightbane, the boss in Kara, when he lands, he was a bit janky. That got cleaned up. I know some mobs had like Wind Fury like they could store autos or some fucking wonky shit and auto you 10 times and Tempest Keep, but that got cleaned up by the time it was relevant for at least like my guild. And well, I mean, when we first got into there, it was an issue for about I think 3 weeks before it got fixed. But besides the point, no private server is perfect, and Netherwing was probably the most fun I had ever playing WoW, mainly because it was with friends, but it was also just a solid server. And the thing about
Mm-hmm.
private servers is you can't really like you can't expect perfection from a private server. I mean, look at the fucking product you got from Classic WoW, the piece of shit, garbage ass product, and we'll save that for another time. We'll save that for later in the after this interview concludes probably. But like, you just kind of gotta give them the benefit of the doubt, and if you see corruption, call it out. But like, there's no point in going schizo mode about everything and just fucking dooming. And I don't know. So I guess, but at the same time, I think private server devs need to do a better job of communicating to fucking. Because sometimes when they don't,
No, I don't agree with you. Private server developers need to develop, and
well, they need
they
to hire
shouldn't
people, or they need
be
to get
handling
people.
the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the issue with Netherwing. Like maybe Wolf doesn't need to communicate, but he needs to find someone who fucking will communicate better. And I guess that's what they finally did, because he obviously he's not the best at, but I do think he's a good scripter. But he's just not the best
yes,
communicator.
I think I
that's a
actually
fact.
think he's the best scripter that is on the scene right now.
Yeah.
As
Well,
much as I
there's also
dislike the
one.
guy,
Well, there's also one guy that actually he's on Samuel team right now. His name is Lucas. Uh, I think uh, I think he is the best core developer of private servers. Wolfenstein always told us that it would be a privilege to work with him, that he
Oh
would
wow, that's
love to
big.
work with Lucas. But Lucas is on Sunwell, and if he's on Sunwell, then why isn't Sunwell perfect? The reason is simple. He's that they don't care about people. If you have a really good developer and you don't treat him like a good developer, then you lack motivation of doing anything.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
agree.
it's really sad that they got one of the best, if not the best, developers in private server community, and they don't use it.
Would he be getting paid?
Uh, yes, developers should get paid, of course.
I think they do. I know Netherwing has a cash shop for service, like a small amount of services and cosmetics.
Like
And
pets and shit,
one
yeah.
thing I really respected about how they handled it was they didn't release the cash shop. I think it wasn't out for I think it launched 3 months after the server was out because they wanted to make sure it was fully stable before they launched it because they didn't want the server to look like a cash grab. So they
Well,
kept it
not
with.
only that. Not only that. Before Netherwing came, Atlantis had a Cataclysm realm,
Yeah,
Dragon Wrath,
yeah,
and I was one of many people that actually cried to Atlantis to make a cash shop on the Dragon Wrath. They didn't want to do it for only like only like 1 or 2 years before Dragon Wrath was wiped. When Dragon Wrath actually died and the characters who were moved over to Tori, only then they actually released the cash shop.
right. So yeah, I mean, the Netherwing team seems relatively like they have some blunders here and there. They make some mistakes, but overall, I think they have relatively good. They have like
They're the
positive.
least corrupt server
They
right now, in
have
my opinion.
yeah, and they have positive intentions, and like sometimes you just gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. Not everything's a fucking schizo time conspiracy.
My main problem with Netherwing has just been the lack of communication. But I see, hiring Dredd. I guess they're working on that. They're trying to fix that up. That they
Yeah.
see it's a problem. So yeah, they're gonna try and. So I'm cool with that. Like whatever. But before you go, Dredd, would you be able to give us? Is there any information you can tell us about the Atlantis Fresh? Is there any release date planned or being thrown around?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing.
Yes, I can invite all of you to a Q&A and a trailer premiere that will take place in about a week. I will link it on Atlantis Discord once, like 1 or few days before it goes.
Epic.
And that's basically it.
And will that trailer include the release date?
Yes.
Ooh,
There we go, boys.
here
So
we
we're
go.
gonna be getting the release date for Netherwing in 1 week. Or not
Karazhan.
Karazhan. It's ingrained in my Netherwing 2 is engraved in my head. All I think of is Netherwing 2 or Netherwing Fresh. Like that's it.
Netherwing Fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh wing.
Fresh wing.
Fresh
Yeah.
wing.
All right.
Dredd, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
Hold up. There's
I
one
lo-
thing I gotta ask. This is kind of a joke, but I sure you remember some of the drama with my shitty videos last year, whatever, when I was playing Sunwell, and I want to know if this. I don't know if this is. I don't. I thought this was fucking hilarious. I want to know if this is real. Did you say
Can you
if
show me? I
Is
need
that
to see this
real?
video.
it says if this guy was in front of me, I'd rip his fucking head off. I would seriously kill him. Is that you? Did you type that or is that someone else?
I don't know. It's perfectly it's perfectly possible, but
Oh man.
I need to see. I would need to see this comment.
I don't know if it's even there or
Oh
not, but
wow.
I don't know if someone made that as a joke or if you typed that. And either way, I thought it was fucking hilarious when I
That
read
is
it.
fucking. I hope you typed that.
So do
Fingers
I.
crossed. I hope you typed
I
that.
hope you typed that. That's fucking funny.
I know you
Well,
were getting into fights with a lot of people on Reddit during that time. Like,
yes. During the, but I did it as Radeghost.
Yeah.
I doubt I don't think I did. If I did, then I'd love to see the link. It would be hilarious.
I remember that Drezzy guy would always put every time I made anything regarding Sunwell, he'd just start spamming it on the fucking Reddit, and everyone thought it was my Reddit, and that was not my fucking Reddit account. It's just funny. But anyways,
Yeah, that's funny.
I just did that because I thought it'd be fucking funny, and that comment's funny. I don't care if you said that or not. I say shit like that all the time.
I hope he did say that.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny
hope
as
you did
fuck.
say that. I always talk about fucking like running people over with a bus or something or a fucking van, so as a joke, or
But
dropping a
well,
boulder. I don't give a fuck.
the fact is that during the Netherwing and Nightbane launch, there was an even Memories launch, which, by the way, we've obliterated. There was lots of people that shield against Sunwell and shield
Oh
against
yeah,
Netherwing,
the shilling was off
and
the chart.
That was the
yes,
era of shills.
and when you look at it, I created a thread from Radeghost. I linked the names. People called me a schizo, but now when you look up the account names on Reddit, every single of these accounts is suspended. So I was right after all.
I wonder who the schizo really is.
Yeah,
But yeah, anyways, I just did that. I just thought it was funny. So
All right, Dredd. Sometime after the Sunwell Nightbane release, which you do believe that it contributed to this issue, correct? Like you believe it damaged you mentally. The Nightbane release was that bad; it damaged you mentally.
not really Nightbane release though. It was a far bigger issue. There were many real life factors, but Sunwell contributed to it.
Contributed, yeah.
Yeah, through how Mr. Kuhl treated me and treated other people, how he basically made me dependent on Sunwell, and there was a time that I wanted to leave Sunwell, but then there was like a voice in the back of my head that without it you're nobody. But it was temporary, and yes, I did have a mental breakdown because of many things, and eventually I went to psychiatrists. I wanted to get a treatment because I didn't want to lay on bed all the time and without doing anything. So I went to a psychiatrist. She offered me that she can call the ambulance and she will put me in a psych ward. I said, no, I'm not going to a mental hospital. But like 2 weeks after, I decided that I will go to the hospital myself, to take a break from everything, to talk to the doctors, to catch some breath. And I did. And I think it was quite an experience.
And when after you spoke to those doctors, they put you into a mental ward, right? That's what happened.
No, I went to the hospital myself. It's not like an ambulance came into my door and said, Radeghost, you are going to a hospital. No, I went there myself.
You checked
Yeah, I
yourself
checked
in.
myself in.
Right. So you felt that it was that bad that you had to check yourself in.
Yes.
Right. And while you were in the I guess you would call it a mental ward, you did take some videos and some photos, one being this Musk.
I'll play.
Go ahead and play.
I want to be an admin.
So you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's one more I'll play as well.
But what am I saying in this video because it's muted?
Oh, you're saying this is the one where you're banging on the chain and saying, "I want to be an admin" or whatever.
Yes, it was. I posted all these videos to Shazra Discord on the WoW Classic server, and it was directed to BDE. I was just laughing that I should be an admin because it's very reasonable to give an admin to a clinically insane person. Then I was telling people that I am a clinically insane, and I came with using the term of mental asylum or insane asylum. It was pretty funny.
So what was their like? Because you were posting this on a Classic WoW Discord. What was the people's reaction seeing this? Like, what were they saying?
They were like, people were laughing and said that this is so serious shit right there.
That is fucking wild. So like you kind of became like known of that as well because you were posting on a massive Discord.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like even people who played on Shaz or some British guys I know were like, wait, that it's not the guy that was fucking posting shit on posting weird shit about the mental ward on fucking Chaz. Runs on fucking rights and all these guys. And
Yes.
it's
Yes, and I am also a certified Shaz poster on the Discord. I'm still on it.
oh right. So I guess
Man, that's
I'll watch this next one. So could you give us some context to this one? I'll play it and then I'll tell you what it says.
I'm not fat, you fucking faggot!
So,
Well, I can hear it.
so it says, "I'm not fat, you fucking faggot." So who is that?
Yes,
Who is that responding
Yes,
to?
because I think I posted a picture where my hand was visible, and one guy said that I am fat, and I think it was August, I think, something like August. It was close to the night, and I was actually after some antidepressants that I'm taking for the night, and then I felt so lightheaded, and I recorded many videos uh, in the night. So I told that guy to straight fuck off because I wasn't fat back then. Because I wasn't. Why did he
Tell
think
us-
that I am fat?
Tell us about your experience in the mental ward. Like, what was it like?
Definitely not like it's being portrayed in a movie. There were people, like normal people, that had issues. I knew a lot of people that had issues, but they were in a hospital. They needed some help. They needed treatment. Of course, there were some people that were like, living in some different dimension that didn't really know what was going on around them. But mostly there were friendly people, and the doctors very very nice and caring. It felt like a break from real life for me. And I also was shit posting on Discord. I had a phone then when I could go home for like 2 days, and I took my laptop and a cable, but there was a rule that cables longer than 10 centimeters aren't allowed. So of course
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to hide the cable. But the good thing was I had a electric contact behind my bed, so electric socket behind my bed, so I could hide it very well, and I was playing classic WoW.
How were you happy in there? Did you? And how long were you in there for?
For about a month, more than a month actually, and kinda yes, I took it as a break from real life issues. I was talking to the doctors every 2 days. They were checking up on me. We tried also different antidepressants to see what's working for me, and it was far better and far cheaper than going to a psychiatrist and actually paying like 200 zloty per visit. So yeah, I kind of liked it. It felt like some kind of strange, fucked up vacation, actually.
And
Uh,
how did you feel leaving there? Like, did you feel better when you left? Like, did it actually help you?
I was kind of overwhelmed when I left. I was like, I could go out to a real world, My friend actually came in, and he was visiting me. He was giving me money from my bank account. I could buy cigarettes when we were going for a walk, because we were going for a walk like in preschool. It was pretty funny. There was a lady that was stealing cigarettes, but whatever. The first thing I did when I got out, I told my friend, "We are not going home. We are going to McDonald's. I wanted to eat some fast food." Uh,
That's quite fascinating that you actually went to a mental ward and came out. And like, how are you doing now? Would you say compared to post like Nightbane before you went in? Are you doing a lot better now? Are you a lot more mentally?
yes, it's a lot better. I'm not taking any meds right now because I feel like I'm okay without them. And actually, I think this part of conversation is very important. Lots of people have problems. Lots of people have some mental issues, have depression, and they are afraid to talk about it. and that's what I was. I was depressed, but it's not a shame to go to psychiatrist. It's not a shame to take medicine. Medicine is helping with the therapy after all. It's not a shame to go to a insane asylum, as I am calling it. We are all human, and we should take care of our mental health, and we should treat it seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. A
Yeah.
lot of people think like insane asylums are like the things they see in movies
Yeah,
where there's
exactly.
fucking a bunch of like murderous nutcases. That's not really the case. But I mean, we've seen on our own Discord some people who, you know, refuse to get any help and they've just sort of spiraled out of control to the point where
Yes,
their
that's
life
true.
is just a total mess,
Yeah,
and there's
I've
just
seen
no
that
chance of them ever recovering.
I've seen that
Well, you know,
firsthand.
dream skull.
Yeah, and
But
I will say
yeah,
though,
go ahead.
I will say though, like yeah, what you said, Jake, I've seen that firsthand. And yes, I think antidepressants, and obviously I'm not a fucking clinical psychologist or anything, but antidepressants are valid, but I think you have to be very careful with them because I know a lot of people become
They can be abused. Yeah.
like they can be abused,
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
people become extremely reliant on them, and I've heard many horror stories, and even some from some of the guys on like Discords and stuff who've taken them and say they were like they basically just made them numb all the time, not happy but not sad either. It's kind of just I
Well,
don't know.
it depends. In my case, my antidepressants went to make me happy. They were here to help me with the treatment when I was talking to the doctors, and well, they basically helped. There's also that issue that antidepressants uh, actually help you with the chemical processes in the brain that are interrupted
Yeah.
by depression itself. And it's a medicine. It's like all other medicines. It shouldn't be abused. If people abuse it, then it can lead to many other problems,
Yeah.
to many other issues.
Yeah.
Well, man, we're glad that you did come out of the mental health ward a lot better mentally. It's good to see that you're
Yeah.
back and you're normal again. We're very happy that you
I was
didn't go full
always
schizo.
normal.
You just had a lapse
Well,
in, yeah.
yeah, like,
It's just a
you're
bad
always
spot,
normal,
bad
but
place to be.
we're just saying. I think it means like just he's better at least. Like
And it came out healthy. Yeah,
yeah,
came
came
out
out
mentally healthy
came
and not
mentally
thinking
normal.
crazy.
And thanks for coming on, man. That was I don't know. I think that was a pretty insightful interview.
Yeah, man.
And
We appreciate it a lot, man. That was interesting.
you came on to clear the air, and whether or not I think the evidence, I don't think there's any real concrete evidence saying like with supporting the accusations, and it's
Yeah,
I
but
guess yeah. So
when people will stop accusing me of selling gold, they will accuse me of being a psycho from the mental ward.
yeah, I mean you can't always beat that kind of stuff, but I mean it was pretty big of you to you. I mean you messaged me, you came on, you literally just wanted to come on and like answer all allegations, and that's I mean that's a good sign that you don't want to hide or
Yeah,
anything.
I can totally respect someone coming on and standing up for what they say and like talking with us
Yeah.
about it. I like I said, I haven't actually seen any evidence that you sold gold. There's evidence there that you leveled accounts, but I mean, fucking who cares? You've admitted that. No one cares. As for selling gold, there's nothing unless something happens in the future. I don't know. You sound pretty positive to me that you didn't sell gold. You sound trustworthy on that. So I got no reason to not believe you, really, to be
Yeah,
honest.
there's
And
no reason for
just
me to.
best of luck on Atlantis and New Fresh.
Fresh.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the talk.
All right.
Amen. Peace.
Peace.
All right. And so now that the interview is all concluded up, we have a related topic, and that is Kil'Jaeden has launched on Netherwing, well, yeah, about 2 weeks ago, and the server first kill had some big fucking drama. Let's just say that some big drama, some fucking shit flinging, and a head GM, Thunderon,
Thunder and the head GM of Netherwing is involved once again.
and he actually left the server this time because he was pissed like that. So, I guess we'll have to get into it. So there's a video here uploaded by Serious Gaming, and Main Tank Peter also uploaded a video. It was Top Lads that got the server first kill. We're not gonna
The
watch this.
competing guild, the competing guild of Thunderon's guild, which is Harmony.
Yeah, so Harmony's the guild that got Muru first, and there's always been a little bit of a rivalry between Top Lads and Harmony. So
Yeah, and it's also important to say that Harmony got the Muru first kill under very dodgy circumstances. Basically, it was an exploited kill. So there's always been a bit of drama going on here, in regards between Top Lads and Harmony. They don't like each other much. Harmony exploited the Muru kill, and now this kill is also played in drama because Wolf didn't finish it.
So yeah, basically, the gist of it is the fight was bugged, which allowed Top Lads to get an easier kill, and like some people argue they would have got it either way, but at the end of the day, if the fight's not working right, you didn't kill it the way it was intended. So we're not gonna watch this video like I mentioned, but you can always check this video. So Sears Gaming or Main Tank Peter, just type in Netherwing, Kil'Jaeden Netherwing like I have here, and you can watch for yourself. But so Suzu here, this is Thunder on. He said, I revoked my congratulations to Top Lad. We got accused of exploiting, but I guess you didn't notice Armageddon stopped spawning at 10%, which so Suzu here says, I revoked my congratulations to Top Lads. We got accused of exploiting, but I guess you didn't notice that Armageddon stopped spawning at 10%. Wow, you should be ashamed of yourself. I really hope administration steps in and does something about it. So
Suzu is Thundering, by the way,
yeah,
just so that's clear. That's
yeah.
Thunder.
Yeah, and Armageddon here. So Armageddon is like a mechanic. So a Hellfire graphic will appear on the ground in a random location approximately 8 seconds before a meteor lands in its place. It deals 10,000 damage to anyone under it or in the immediate range around it. It's worth noting that sending in the Hellfire effect prior to the meteor itself does not do any damage. 3 of these will be in the fight constantly throughout this phase, and they will stop spawning while he's casting Darkness of 1,000 Souls.
So it's quite an important mechanic, and basically, from what I understand, on Netherwing's Kil'Jaeden fight, that mechanic only spawned once and then never spawned again when it's meant to spawn constantly below 10% HP.
Yeah,
So that's what Thunderan's upset about.
yeah, and so the kill attempt, the kill attempt that Top Lads completed it. The fight was not working correctly, and yeah, that's the gist of the drama. So they're like Suzu and main tank Peter or Peter Pone as he goes in Discord.
Peter's like one of the high ranking members of Top Lads.
Yeah,
So he's just staring Thunderan.
yeah, and they're kind of arguing here. So they're like, oh, compare this to SK Gaming, and then he's just bantering. Number one gets smacked. And he said, I was perfectly fine with losing until I saw the video. That is a bug and nothing else, unlucky bug, blah blah. And then he's flaming him for being hard stuck on
Yeah.
on Travis. And then imagine being main tank. Anyways, it's okay, buddy. Next time you'll be top guild in Sunwell Platoon. Number two is not bad. And it was like
you have to
basically
kill Kil'Jaeden first to be number two. This guy's just totally stirring him up, like
yeah.
winding
So
him up, getting him.
it's just a massive fucking shit flinging fest. So then we have Wolf come in. Said I will resolve this situation tomorrow. And then Susan's like, I'll see myself out for now.
Yeah,
And then
Thunderan is the head GM of Netherwing, and that's him quitting on the spot over this.
yeah,
He's out. They just lost the head GM. He said,
and then Wolfenstein says, and Loken, one more word and you're banned again. I guess because some guy was like just being a fucking shit disturber like everyone is online, so that's nothing new. And then I think there was the next day, Wolfenstein comes out and makes this big statement saying, so I'm just gonna read this whole thing out for you guys. So Wolfenstein comes and says, yesterday after the Realm first Kil'Jaeden kill, I was immediately contacted by the Top Lads Guild, who reported that during the last phase of the encounter, the boss stopped using his Fire Bloom ability. While it was very concerning, ultimately those situations happened, and this was not found previously during any of the PTR tests. Additionally, I was asked to not fix the boss until next reset, to ensure that other guilds are facing the same version of the encounter. Later on, as the guild in question posted their kill videos, some players notified me of another ability, Armageddon, not being casted anymore after reaching the 10% HP mark. With at least two parts of the encounter not working properly, it became clear the quality of the scripting was far below the standards of which I hold myself up to. I intend to nullify the kill, disable the boss, fix it, and re-release it either the day when both guilds and contentions are able to raid, or after the next raid ID reset. However, as Top Lads Guild has not used any exploits or abused the bugs in an intentional way, we're in a good position in the last phase, health and dragon wise, with the second bug being triggered at only 10% of the boss's health remaining, and with the fault being entirely mine, I cannot with a clear conscience take the kill away from them. I approached them with the suggestion of a redo described earlier. However, their arguments for declining it were more than reasonable. Ultimately, the quality of the scripting was subpar and I'm ashamed of the bugs that transpired. It is unacceptable for these issues to happen on the last boss of the expansion, and the fault is completely mine. I will be pushing a revamped version of the boss to PTR within a few hours, with those problems hopefully fixed. The boss will remain in the same problematic state until the next raid ID reset, Tuesday. I apologize to everyone involved in this situation and promise to do better next time. So here we have Gnarlrave basically just like admitting that he has completely fucked up, and I can kind of see where he's coming from.
You mean Wolfenstein?
Oh yeah, I don't know why I said that. I'll just cut that out. So and here we have Wolfenstein saying that he's pretty much completely fucked the mechanic up, and he's not happy with the quality. And this entire drama was his fault. I don't think this was a matter of corruption, and I guess I can kind of see where he's coming from when like a mechanic like Armageddon that gives you 8 seconds to move out of it and is a one-shot kill, but it's like almost impossible for anyone with a brain to die to. It seems like that, and it's only 10%, and their health and stuff was good. I can see the argument being made for why that it wasn't really a factor, but it's
It's
kind
it's
of
kind of it's kind of sad though to see like a server that like prides itself on on superior scripting like butcher a boss this badly.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like was there no tests being done?
yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I know it's kind of it's pretty bad how they or that this even happened in the first place, but at least Wolfenstein admitted to it. Like it's not like he fucked
So you know,
up.
I think that Thunderin is a corrupt douchebag, and I don't really know anything about Top Lads. They seem alright, but even though I don't like Thunder, and ultimately this comes down to Wolfenstein's. This is Wolfenstein's fault for releasing this boss in the state that it was in.
Yeah.
You know, it's a rushed sort of hack job. You know, and he basically caused a bunch of drama, and he lost a head GM over it. Granted, he didn't lose much because it's Thundering, and you know the guy's useless, but he still lost a head GM, and it's not a good look, is it? So
Yeah, exactly. But the redeeming factor of this is he literally just came out and said that, I fucked up. This I'm ashamed. It's not like he's making excuses or anything. He just came out and basically blew himself out. And I gotta at least respect that. Like it was a bad situation and all, but I don't know. It's kind of like to be
yeah.
expected on private servers almost in a sense.
And Musk, we have another photo there. If you can open that
Yeah.
up as
So I'll
well.
pull this up here. And
All
then
right, so here we can see Thunderin after he leaves the server. Uh, he starts swinging accusations of corruption. Now, this is a massive accusation, actually, to accuse a server basically of being corrupt after you're the head GM of it. So, as you can see here, he says, I have to admit, I love Netherwing because of its integrity. No corruption, no bullshit pay to win, proper rules. Since yesterday, this feels like yet another private server that just tries to hide its bullshit. Makes me sad. Somehow lost its value for me because of that. So he's basically saying that Netherwing lost its halo. It's it's just like any other server, and basically the implication is that most servers are just simply corrupt, right? So it's just like another whatever server, like flash in the bucket. So that's a big accusation to throw. What do you reckon? What do you think about that?
I don't know. To me, it just seems like he doesn't agree with the decision that Wolfenstein made to not take away the kill, and
He
I
says he
I don't
says
know if
I
that's
loved Netherwing because of its integrity, no corruption.
yeah, but he said that in context too. Should also be enough to withdraw the server first kill, which was a response to Wolfenstein's statement of how he originally wanted to withdraw the kill, but that Top Lads basically convinced him, and the arguments they made were convincing enough that he upheld the server first kill, and he seems like he didn't agree with that decision. So I don't know if that's a
Can he really say that it tries to hide his bullshit if Wolfenstein comes out and makes like a massive 2 paragraph announcement?
I don't know.
Is
It
that
just
really trying to
it
hide his
just
bullshit?
to me it just sounds like he didn't agree with the decision of, and I mean it's kind of a hard place for a wolf. Like it's kind of hard to just take away a kill when
Yeah.
theoretically that the mechanic wouldn't have wiped them anyways. But I don't
That's
know.
why these servers have got to get it right.
It's
They
just
got to
so
get it right
fucking
on launch.
complicated. I mean, yes, obviously Wolfenstein fucked up, but at the same time, you guys gotta realize we're playing on private servers here, and there's gonna be like they don't have massive fucking quality of life testing. Sometimes bugs that, like he said, don't exist on the PTR somehow like exist on fucking live servers. and like sometimes you just gotta bear with them. Honestly, these server first race aren't that fucking important. It's the shit was done fucking
No, it
14,
isn't.
13 years ago, 14 years ago. Like
Yeah,
like just
exactly. Who
like
really
sometimes
gives
you
a
just gotta
fuck?
fucking relax. It's not that serious. Like sure, it's fun to have your race, but you can't just like go ape shit on a dev because they make a little mistake. Obviously, if the server is entirely just dog shit, yes, like you should make fun of it. And yes, Wolf should be criticized for this, but he at least admitted it, and he is bringing it on the PTR. And I don't know, it's kind of like a lose lose situation for him. And at the end result, like if he takes the kill away from top lads, then that side's fucking livid and mad. If he doesn't, then the other guild's livid and mad. There's no
Yeah,
winning.
I just find the whole thing to be really ironic coming from this guy Thunder, and I mean, like, we featured this guy 2 weeks ago on the podcast where he was basically busted for exploiting the kill on Muru. He exploited it, he
The
exploited it by
the
light of a
light,
lunar.
yeah, the
And
light.
here's this guy bitching and moaning about like basically a bugged encounter. Like, sure, like, but dude, like, you're corrupt as fuck. Like, you're a shit GM. Like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Like, fuck
and
you.
and like that's what Hamster Will and us even like all of us even said, and we agreed on this point. Even if Light of a Loon is a thing that existed in retail TBC and retail vanilla, the fact that you're a head GM and people know that you're the head GM and you're doing anything that can be seen as
You're setting
shady.
a standard.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're doing anything that can be seen as shady or like questionable on a server that you are representing, it's just bad. It's just bad. Like you shouldn't
It's
be doing.
dodgy, man. It's dodgy
Yeah,
as fuck, is what it is. And I don't think Wolf took their kill away either. So, as far as I'm concerned, top lad's kill should stay.
yeah. As far as I'm concerned,
If
uh,
an exploited kill gets to stay, then a bug kill should stay.
yeah,
It's not top lad's.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't think it's just I would put Wolf's in kind of an impossible situation here, and obviously, like I said, he fucked up with scripting, and he's taking responsibility. He's fixing it. Like having a baby fit because you don't agree with something fucking the head GM does on your
Yeah.
server, or not the head GM, but the main developer of your server. Like he's admitted he fucked up, but who cares about if the kill's taken away or not? It's kind of hard to do that after some guilds already killed it.
Well, I think this guy kind of needs to get a bit of a life. Like, if he's just upset about like a fucking server first on a private server, like,
Right.
running around exploiting kills and shit. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is why. Like, it all ties into the same thing. Is that this guy just cares a little bit too much.
Yeah. I would agree with that, and I don't know if there's really anything else to say. I mean, there was a massive
That's about it.
fucking yeah. All there was is basically a shit flinging fit or shit flinging fucking fight in the Discord, and then these statements came out, and here's our opinion on them, blah blah blah, and there's nothing really else to say on this.
Yeah, basically there was a massive argument in the chat, the Discord chat, over a bunch of people. Um, they lost to head GM Thunder, and Wolfenstein basically apologized. So that sums up the drama of Netherwing that we kept getting asked to highlight.
Yeah. All right. So, and then I guess it's moving on to the next topic here, which is kind of a we're gonna it's to do with Gurubashi WoW, the vanilla server that we talked about in with Zach the last podcast, and we were really excited about it, and I think in our excitement we ended up missing a post that had already been posted. I think I even had it up on screen, but I was just too excited about the first post I read. And this post basically says, so we are Gurubashi WoW, and we're working on a new fresh vanilla server with some additions to classic vanilla to freshen up. And in actuality, that's the post we read and we were so hyped about. And then we go to the next post, which was out when we made the podcast. So this is our fault for overhyping. But basically, they've made the decision and they say, although our plan is to work closely with the community and study along with the players, the direction and features they will see in the far future of this product, uh, like arena we previously announced, or scripted PvP events, or even like the heroic versions of battleground or heroic versions of raids and dungeons, they are no longer doing because they're taking a more conservative
Oh my
Blizz-like
god!
approach because they listen to these fucking. I'm sorry, like
Listen to boomers on
I'm
Discord.
not gonna lie. I sure you may say, oh, you just fucking think you do, you don't, but I don't think these idiots know what the fuck they're wanting. Like No one want like it. All of it, classic WoW is a shithole fucking game. Uh, it's just bad, and we're gonna go into that later with some of the botting drama that happened. But like, I'm just so disappointed that they decided to listen to the fucking idiots that say they just
100% agreed.
like who like why the fuck are you saying no to heroic raids and heroic battlegrounds? Like it's at least a unique server. It's vanilla but with some added fucking pizzazz. And any why not? Like what's wrong with fucking heroics shit? If you want vanilla, go play fucking Turtle WoW or
Go play fucking Blizzard Classic, bro.
go
Like
play
that's where
Blizzard
fucking Blizz
Classic.
like WoW is.
Like this is
Yeah.
literally Blizzard WoW, or this is literally Blizz like WoW, the original thing they had proposed, except with every feature that would make the game better in a vanilla setting. And they just I'm just so upset. I don't know, man. I'm just disappointed that they listen to community. I can't be too mad at them because in the at the end of the day, it was our fault for not making sure we read up enough.
The way I look at it is just like you guys had something to do. You guys could have done something groundbreaking and cool, right? Like you guys had the chance here to, and I'm not mad at Gurubashi. They're doing what the morons on their Discord are asking them to do. I get it, and it's also easy. Like, it's easy to copy paste than Australia's core, but you guys could have done so much cool shit. You know, you guys had you guys could have played as reskin characters like Dark Iron Dwarf, Forest Troll, Stone Dwarfs and shit. That's epic, man. That's sick. The city protector system's cool. The Gurubashi Arena events where they increase rewards on it was sick. The player bounty boards was fucking cool. That was a cool system. They even had a working arena PvP system in
Yeah,
vanilla.
yeah.
That's cool. Like I don't like arena that much, but it's cool. And the best was heroic mode dungeons and raids with extra rewards. I mean, does it actually get any better than that when it comes to vanilla? I literally can't think of a better thing to add than heroic mode fucking Naxxramas. That
Yes.
is so cool to me.
Or even just heroic molten core that's not just the most shit fucking boring left
You fucking brain dead. Yeah.
one button raid. And I don't know, man. I had a ton of fun with vanilla on Elysium and Lights Hope, but like honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I can't see myself playing pure vanilla ever again, or at least not for
No, I
years.
can't either. No.
It's just I can't stand doing molten core and world buffing with a bunch of losers for some for something that's so boring and so easy that I can literally AFK
Yeah.
and go do laundry on half the fights, or go do fucking chores and come back and get fucking like you don't even need 40 people.
No, you need like 15.
Like what the fuck do people why are they against actual interest in content? There's already exists regular vanilla options. Like why do you have to shill every server to go blizz like? It's just annoying, man.
It's horrible. It sucks. It's fucking cancerous. The only way that vanilla is going to be able to come back to the private server scene is by doing shit like this, where they grab vanilla and make it even better. Releasing stock fucking Australia servers over and over again is not going to encourage people to come back and play it. They're just going to stay on Blizzard shitty servers, okay? Because what's the point?
Yeah.
But however, if you're releasing a vanilla server where you're like, dude, we got heroic mode raids and we got like all this scripted world PvP events and we got like a bounty hunter system and we got like reskins where you can play as a dark iron dwarf and shit, people are gonna have a look at that. That actually catches eyes. People say, fuck, man, these people are giving us something that Blizzard cannot give us, an experience that Blizzard can't give us, a look Blizzard can't give us. But no, now you're just giving us fucking stock in Australia. So you know, like, good luck, I guess. But it is a letdown. It's a big letdown, massive loss, and I think it's going the wrong direction. The wrong direction that the private servicing needs to go. I think it should have gone the way they originally wanted it, with all these extra cool things added. But you know, the Blizz-like shit needs to end. Blizz-like is cool for some stuff, but other stuff, Blizz-like is actually pretty fucking boring and lame.
Yeah, I mean Blizz-like exists for a reason, but we kind of have a Blizz-like option. I know Classic WoW shit, but it's still a Blizz-like option. It doesn't have any added content, and if anything, sure, there's items that don't exist in the patch that or shouldn't exist in the patch on WoW Classic that exist now that make your DPS way better. But at the end of the day, even without them, the content's fucking so easy and worthless that like it doesn't even really matter almost. You're just doing more DPS, and like vanilla is just a parse simulator, and you have an option to play a parse simulator. And people who like the idea of vanilla and the smaller communities that vanilla can excel with, and like you're just taking this fucking away from us and convincing them to release another fucking stock server that's gonna just, or not stock, maybe they have a better updated core, but it's just gonna be another Blizz like no featureless server that is gonna just, like, who's gonna roll here? Like, if I was playing classic WoW right now, I wouldn't roll there. And I actually gave the server a thought with, maybe if the heroic raids are well made and heroic dungeons, I actually was thinking about checking out. Now this server is immediately a 0% for me, just because
Yeah.
it's not interesting. Like, I've seen vanilla 100 times, and I would just go fucking play WoW Classic, honestly, even though it's shit. Like
This server, I tell you what, the original idea of this server where they had like heroic mode raids and like the bounty hunter system and stuff, it actually made me say something that I thought I was never going to say again after I left Lights Hope, and that was I want to play vanilla WoW again. When I saw their system and what they had, what their ideology was, and what they had going forward, I was like, "Fuck, man! I actually want to roll on the server. I want to see what heroic AQ looks like. I want to see what these heroic dungeons look like. It sounds fun."
yeah,
But once I heard we're basically going copy paste in Australia's core, I was like, all right, cool. Some people will like this, the boomers will like this, but as far as I'm concerned, this shit's done and dusted. Like, it's old.
yep,
It's 2016. It's not cool anymore. Go play fucking classic WoW if you want this experience, because they're not really going to offer. They're not going to offer a different experience. It's going to be the same shit as that. It'll be a better experience than classic WoW because Blizzard is worthless. But I mean, whatever. Nothing compared to what this would have been. Massive,
yep,
massive, massive downgrade.
yep. So basically, they're just launching a 100% Blizz-like server, and there's nothing else to say.
Well,
And
like I said, I just want to reiterate that me and Musk are not calling them corrupt or anything like that before like people start misconstruing our words. We're not saying anything about them being corrupt. We're just saying the ideology of their server took a hit. We think that stock Australia's sucks compared to what they were offering. Okay, they're not corrupt. They're going a different direction to what they originally were going for, and we like the original idea.
yeah, and that's all there is to say about it. Like, yeah, like you said, I'm not, I'm not mad at the devs. I'm disappointed that they listened to a bunch of idiots that, like, a small just a WoW server
Loud boomers is what they
minority that,
are.
yeah, it's just disappointing. But anyway, so I guess there's nothing else to say. I'm gonna move on into the Vanilla Plus fiasco, and I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to this, but there's been a lot of Vanilla Plus fucking drama with the server being basically unplayable, unstable if there's more than 300 people online, and
Yeah.
apparently this is a recent thing. Vanilla Plus is now considering wiping the entire server to relaunch because of
Whew.
how bad their fucking launch was, and they want more fresh players. So I'm gonna read this post here by Malthusa here. After a tough launch for Vanilla Plus over the past week, the developers have decided to temporarily suspend the server and make improvements before relaunching. An announcement to the Discord last night opened the discussion of a server wipe, removing all existing characters. There are currently no level 60s in game, but several people got above level 40 after having painstakingly leveled through the DDoSes, the alleged DDoSes. Let's just point that out. The announcement has caused controversy within the community, with several players pointing out that other servers, such as Original WoW, Netherwing, and Nostalrius, all had bad launches but recovered to become server titans. They have also pointed out that the servers such as Burning Crusade WoW, which wiped their player base after an unsuccessful first launch, have then died out. Many players who stayed loyal to the server have been angered by this decision and contemplated accusing Vanilla Plus developers of not caring about their loyal fan base in the hopes of questionably chasing the fresh crowd. So that's a lot to unpack here, and then
Well, I'll just say, we have some people on our Discord that know a lot about this V Plus drama, and they know very deeply about what's going on. And judging by what they say, I truly believe that this server might be getting DDoS because there is another server that hasn't been announced yet, but they are like mortal enemies of V Plus, and they basically vowed to destroy V Plus. So I do believe they are getting DDoSed. I've There's also a massive mess on their Discord. This server is so dysfunctional right now. Whether it's their fault or not, it's just so dysfunctional that a couple of days ago you could log onto on their Discord server and you would see child porn being spammed in the chat. That's how fucked up the server is right now. It's bleeding players. Someone who actually played on the launch told me that they peaked it. I think it was, what was it, Musk? 900 player launch.
I think
So
yeah, something like that. And then
it was a fresh server with 900 players, which is, as you know, that's basically a death sentence. And the server is going down every 10 minutes or whatever. Like it's totally unplayable. As you can see, Warlord Zek here, you can't really play since you'll have like 10k MS at all times.
Yeah, but the thing here, I've heard a lot of stuff saying that like the devs have made statements like they're gonna upgrade their server hardware so they can have more stable servers. But how just getting higher, stronger soft hardware seems like that wouldn't be
Yeah,
a
that's a
case.
weird statement.
That wouldn't seem like it's a case of DDoSing. It's a case of them being unprepared. And if they upgrade their hardware, it's going to be able to run better servers. And Zek even here says Vanilla Plus says it's a DDoS, not a bug. But inside dungeons, you get perfect MS. Weird. And Zek has also said there's a bug that makes everyone in the world lag if a player's in Dustwall and Marsh. And apparently there was players specifically going to Dustwall and Marsh to grief the whole server. And I've heard this from more than just Zek. So this is a rumor, but it seems very likelihood to
Yeah,
be.
that's interesting info. But like, I am going to say, I have seen evidence as well counter to that there is a certain project out there that could be DDoSing the server. I will say that as well. So I don't right now. I honestly don't know, but it's important for that information to be out there as well. That it could potentially be a DDoS, and also the server just could be shit. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
We'll have to find out.
I think
But what Warlord Zek said is very interesting. That you get perfect MS in dungeons.
I just think they've said so many contradictory things, and I like, especially with the fact that they just want to get better hardware. To me, it just seems like the DDoS is a cover for their shit ass fucking server core, and
So you think that the server's
I
fucked? Like, you think that it's shit
I
hardware?
just think they did a shit job and it's lagging because they did a shit job. I don't think DDoS is the main contributor. Maybe they got DDoS now and then, but I don't know. There's just too much contradictory shit like no lag in dungeons and Zek saying or them saying fucking they're getting new hardware just doesn't add up to me. And even this guy says 50 like this is in the Discord. What if one person in Dustfall Marsh annihilates the server, first unexit rate is gonna be lit. So like I said, it's a rumor, but it's not just like Zek's pretty reliable. He knows a lot of people in the cert community, and I've heard it from multiple people about the
That's
Dustfall
fair
Marsh
enough.
server.
I'm personally just not willing to commit to that yet. And like, I see the evidence there, and it's definitely, I'm considering that it could possibly be just shit, dog shit server hardware or some fucked up bug in Dustwallow Marsh. But all I'm saying is I have seen evidence as well
Yeah,
that there is
right.
another server that's out to get them. So I just don't know right now. Like, we'll have to see how this plays out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Regardless of the situation, if it's a DDoS, if it's shit server hardware, game breaking bug, it's not going well for them right now. Okay, I think that's something that we can all agree on. That this isn't looking too hot. If you have 900 people on a fresh server launch, I mean, yeah, that is basically like a 100-player server in 3 months, generally.
So basically, either way, whether or not Vanilla Plus is getting DDoS or not, this video right here sums up the entire Vanilla Plus experience. And the server's like, it's never gonna get past this. Yeah, that's Vanilla Plus, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's pretty funny.
Vanilla Plus, and that's all there is to say. Like,
Oh man.
so yeah, I think that covers all of the topics for this podcast. What do you think? Did we miss anything?
Yeah, man. I think we missed a WoW botting, didn't we?
Oh fuck, we did. That's a matter of fact. We fucking did. So yeah, so basically there's a massive amount of botting and it's been non-stop screeching for a month or two about how botting's ruining the economy and just destroying everything relating to
The
game
atmosphere of the
economy.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even Reddit, even r/classic WoW has turned on the game. I could
That's
not
how you know it's bad.
I could not believe my fucking eyes when I was reading those fucking those absolute like goblin subhumans on that subreddit talking about they were negatively talking about classic WoW. It was a world first. So I'm gonna watch this video. Just ignore this fucking this I don't even know this grub in the corner, and we'll just watch this video here. So basically, you have this China man he's fucking flying in Dire Mall and glitching out the boss and just farming it. And there's been videos of these fucking Chinamen or other botters having just so many accounts going. Oh, it's all so tiresome with this game. Anyone who still supports Blizzard, honestly, just like you're dumb. I'm sorry. There's
I
people.
mean, look, I hate to say it, but we literally have a guy in our server who was botting the fuck out of classic WoW as we speak to sell gold. I mean, like that's basically the point of this. And Blizzard WoW were like bragging like last week or something about a couple of bans or some fucking stupid ban wave that will like amount to nothing. And this guy is sitting in our Discord laughing his ass off, showing us like his 56 tabs open, like still botting the fucking game, saying they didn't even get one of my accounts. So, you know, it gets to the point where it's like, how can you honestly justify still playing this game when this company does not give a single fuck about this game? And it is so obvious. The game is a mess. It's so easy. It's bot ridden. Um, it has no soul. It has that Blizzard TM feel about it, doesn't it? Where a private server gives a better atmosphere than what Blizzard does. They don't have proper servers. The servers are always lagging. It's now layered. They said they weren't going to layer the servers, but now they are layering the servers. I guess they went back on their promise. Well, it's Blizzard, so it's to be expected. It's bot central. There's more bots out in the world than there is people. People are bitching and moaning in these Reddit saying, I'm a level 30 and I can't get a dungeon group. It's for RFK. It's horrible. There's not even anyone. It's just bots. It's bots everywhere. I go and do a quest and it's just like 10 bots sitting on an area shooting everything that spawns. It's like, holy fuck, man. Like, why would you want to play this? Why would you want to put yourself through this?
And it's just so funny that people are like, "Oh, it's vanilla experience." Ugh." Like it is so
Nothing vanilla about this.
It is so fucking stupid. Classic WoW is shit. Bots have taken over. Its own community is turning against it. Blizzard fucked up another product. It's Warcraft 3 Reforged all over again. And this is the shittest version. This is shitter than any private server vanilla we've got, maybe other than Vanilla Plus.
Yeah.
It's just bad. It's
That's a low
fucking
blow.
bad. The fucking launch was almost unplayable on Classic WoW as well. Blizzard's just an incompetent fucking company, and the fact that
Horrible company.
and it's pretty, and they made a recent statement about botting here. Let me just pull it up. Okay, so it took Blizzard so like weeks of people just screeching and Asmongold making his video saying uh they made a blue post here. So basically, Blizzard banned thousands of accounts. So here's a Blizzard post. We've recently completed a round of actions against players who were found to be cheating in World of Warcraft. So 74,000 WoW accounts were found to be in violation. So they've
Not
banned,
even. That's nothing. That's
they,
nothing, by the way.
they've
I want to make this crystal clear to everyone watching this. This ban will amount to nothing. Okay, they're back already. What was this? 2 days ago?
yeah.
They're already back. Okay, they're already back.
But that's the thing. The thing about private servers is literally I make a ticket saying, "Man, I found a bot." Like I know even my Bob's my brother, when he was leveling on Netherwing or just farming, he would see bots and he would report them in a ticket, and within 5 minutes there's a GM fucking flying around like following a bot around. He's like, "Yo, that's a bot," and banned, and the guy would just disappear. They actively patrol bots, and yes, there's some corruption cases on private servers, and yes, a lot of them don't have really good anti-cheat, but they actually have fucking passionate community managers that fly around and make sure bots are banned because they don't profit off bots. Blizzard profits off bots subbing to their game, and that's why they only ban them in massive bursts and they use AI to detect them, and they ban them in massive waves every couple months, 3 to fucking 6 months, and then bot they don't do any real-time bot control, and that's why it just gets overwhelmed. And it's just pathetic. Like this company's dog shit, and that's just all there is to say.
This actually reminds me of like early RuneScape where they would do this like once every 8th month bot ban wave where they'd ban like 10,000 bots, and it would literally amount to nothing but a PR like pat on the back. Like this is all it is. This is just like them patting themselves on the back, trying to keep the hyenas off them for another month. This ban, like I said, this ban wave is nothing. Okay, like these people are already back. I guarantee it. We have people in our fucking Discord server bragging about botting in their fucking game. They didn't get any of their accounts banned. This shit is, don't believe anything that comes out of these idiots' mouths. Blizzard is totally incompetent, and not only are they incompetent, they also don't actually care. The only thing they truly care about is money. So once you pay your $15 a month subscription, they're done. That's their end of the bargain. That's it. The bargain is the exchange of money. They don't have to offer you anything apart from a server that you can log into. And that's the absolute bare minimum. And that's all they will ever give you. I hate this company. I hate Blizzard. I would laugh tomorrow if they went bankrupt. I think this company is horrific. They're terrible. They're trashy. They offer worse. They offer worse performance than private servers do, and their anti-cheat isn't even any good, by the way. I've seen more clips of people flying around in fucking classic WoW than I have on any private server.
Yeah,
Come the
yeah.
fuck on.
Yeah, it's just a fucking. It's honestly just a joke. It's pretty obvious that the whole reason Classic WoW came to be is that Blizzard saw that there was a massive market for it, like niche private servers that half these dad gamer retards thought they would get a virus from playing, and they still had 13K, and they were still massive, and there was hype around vanilla and the Star Wars drama. They realized how profitable this could be. They created it, and they put like 3 interns on the team to fucking make it, and they got
They
that.
saw the
Yeah,
400,000 petitions signed by Nostralius members, and when they put it on their desk, they said, "Holy fuck, that's like $20 million." And they said, "Fuck, we'll just do it." That's basically how it
yeah,
came.
and they just and they ju-
That's how.
and they put like 6 interns on it, and post launch there's still 6 interns on it, and there's nothing else to it. It's a shit cash grab, poorly done, and soulless garbage. It's just bad, and fuck Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard. This Blizzard WoW Classic is more of a cash grab than any private server I've ever witnessed.
Yep, I agree. It's shit. Fuck Blizzard and fuck Blizz drones, and that sums up Muskimates episode 5. That honestly, what do you think,
Hell
G?
yeah, man!
Fuck
I
yeah,
think it was a pretty damn good episode.
yeah. I'm happy with it. So thanks for watching.
Love the Dredd interview.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Tune in next
Peace.
time. Yep, tune in next time and subscribe and fucking like and shit.